Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2017 Ford Escape SE in this great looking silver color. This front wheel drive 4-door 5-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine mounted to an automatic transmission. As an added bonus, this vehicle has no accidents reported. Starting up front with some of the notable exterior features, you've got a nice stylish front end, thanks in large part to these great looking body lines, as well as the nice stylish headlights, and of course just below you've also got the fog lamps for some additional style and utility. As you come around to the side of the vehicle, you've got the Aftermarket 17-inch American racing rims. Those are very stylish black alloy rims, and those are currently wrapped in the Michelin tires with lots and lots of tread, as you can see. As you continue down the vehicle, you've got the nice stylish chrome along the bottom of the windows. And in back here, you've got the tinted windows for some additional privacy for the rear passengers or rear cargo. That tint continues in back as well. In back here, you'll also find a rear windshield wiper, as well as, of course, the Escape badging and the SE EcoBoost badging. And underneath here, you do have the dual exhaust with the chrome tips, which helps round out this very sporty profile. Overall, this vehicle is in great shape inside and out, so let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at some of the notable interior features. Hopping inside the stylish SUV is nice and easy thanks to the remote keyless entry. Simply hit the unlock button on the key and you'll be inside. Opening up the door, you're greeted with this very stylish fabric interior. You've got the nice gray with the pattern in the center of the seat there, and you got the dark gray on the sides with the accent stitching, and you'll find that same accent stitching on the headrest as well as the bottom of the seat. These seats are very comfortable and also look great. Just below the driver's seat, of course, you do have the manual seat adjustments, and if we take a look in the footwell there, you'll find the Weathertech all-weather mats. Those are nice and easy to clean regardless of how dirty or wet they get. So let's go ahead and hop inside, fire this vehicle up, and take a look at all the notable interior bells and whistles. The features inside this Ford Escape start over here on the driver's side door panel up top with the controls for the power locks just next to the door handle. As we continue down here, you've got the controls for your power windows and mirrors, and as an added bonus, your driver's side window is automatic down. As we continue, you've also got some extra storage as well as an extra cup holder integrated into the door panel. And if you take a look just to the right here, you'll find the switch for the fog lights that I showed you in the exterior, as well as the hatch release. You've also got your headlight controls here. And as you can see, this vehicle does come equipped with automatic headlights, which is a great set it and forget it feature. You've also got the dimmer switch for the gauge cluster. And if you take a look under the steering column here, you'll find the manual adjustment for your tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so you can get it in the perfect position. Speaking of your steering wheel, if we take a look just behind, you'll find some paddle shifters, which gives this vehicle a very sporty feel when you're manually shifting through the gears. And of course, it really helps to make the most of the engine as well. If we back up and take a look at the steering wheel here, you'll find a very nice 4-spoke design with a nice little split spoke at the bottom. And you've also got some subtle bolsters up top to give the wheel a nice ergonomic feel. On the left-hand side here, you've got the buttons to navigate the screen in the center of the gauge cluster, and I'll show you what's included in that in just a moment. Below that, you'll find the buttons for your cruise control system, which is great for those highway drives. And over on the right-hand side here, you've got your audio controls, which includes your volume rocker and track selector buttons, and those also double as the Bluetooth hands-free calling buttons. And in the center there, you've got the voice recognition button. If we go and take a look up in that screen that I mentioned earlier, you've got the exterior temperature in the top left-hand corner, and in the bottom left-hand corner, you've got your odometer, and you can see that this vehicle currently has 64,948 kilometers on it. In the center, you've got the gear that the vehicle is in, and over on the right-hand side, you've got your auto start stop indicator. If that's on, the vehicle will turn off at prolonged stops to preserve fuel, and it'll start right back up again as soon as you hit the gas. All the way over on the right-hand side there, you've also got the indicator as to which direction you're traveling. Go ahead and take a look up in the menu here. You've got a couple of different trips that you can track, and that'll give you lots of information, which includes your digital speedometer. You've also got your trip odometer, your average and instant fuel economy, your range, and you've also got your trip timer, so you can check how long you've been driving. And again, you can track that for 2 different trips. In the information screen here, you can check your My Key distance and information, and you've also got the system check here, which will let you know if there are any issues with the vehicle and it may need to be serviced. All the way at the top here, you've also got the auto start stop feature that I mentioned earlier. Finally, you've got some settings in here that you can scroll through. In terms of your driver assist, you do have the traction control in here, so you can toggle that on and off. You've also got a couple of different options in the vehicle and display settings there, so you can customize this vehicle to your preferences. If we go and take a look over in the center of the dash here, you'll find a nice screen up top, which gives you the exterior temperature in the top left-hand corner. And in the top right, you've got the time. And of course, this is your audio system, so you can control it with the audio buttons down here. In terms of your audio options, you do have your standard AM/FM radio. You've also got your Sirius XM radio, as well as a USB port, and you can also hook up your phone via Bluetooth and access that as well. If you go into the menu here, you've got a couple of different options that you can go through, which includes your sync settings, which is fantastic, makes it nice and easy to link up your device. There's lots of different options to scroll through and customize to your preferences. If you put this vehicle into reverse, you'll also see the backup camera pop right up, which is a really handy feature, and you've got those nice guiding lines. As you turn the wheel, you'll see the lines adjust in that screen for you, which makes it nice and easy to reverse this vehicle. If you put the vehicle back in a park, of course, you'll bring back your main screen there. And as we continue down, you got your CD player here, as well as the controls for your audio system that I mentioned earlier. You've also got the hazard lights, and as we continue down, you'll find your dual zone climate controls for the vehicle, so you can adjust the temperature independently for the driver and the passenger. And it's also an automatic system, so if you hit the auto button there, you'll let the vehicle adjust the fan speed and heat to get it to your desired temperature. This vehicle also comes equipped with air conditioning, which is a very nice feature for the summer months, and for the winter months you've got the heated mirrors as well as the 3-stage heated seats for both front passengers. As we continue down here, you've got your passenger airbag warning, and over on the right hand side you've got the auto start stop feature, so you can toggle that on and off with the button, as well as the traction control. Of course, you can also turn those on and off with the screen that I showed you earlier. As we continue down, you've got the USB port that I mentioned earlier, as well as a nice 12-volt outlet, and a nice little tray here you could drop your phone in. As we continue down, you've got a couple of cup holders, as well as the shifter with a nice leather boot, and you've got the centrally located parking brake. Then you got your nice leather-wrapped armrest here, and that opens up to reveal your center console with lots of room inside and an extra 12-volt outlet. And you've got another latch on the other side here to access your tray up top, so you can put some smaller items and help keep things organized. In the passenger side footwell there, you've got the same great Weathertech mats, and just above that you've got your standard glove box with lots of room inside. Over on the passenger side door panel, you'll find the same great design that we found on the driver's side, as well as, of course, the controls for the power locks and the passenger side window. Finally, taking a look up top here, you've got some interior lights on either side there, as well as your handy little sunglasses holder. So that concludes the features up front. Let's go ahead and hop in back and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In the rear of this vehicle, you got more of that same stylish fabric seating that extends all the way across the rear bench seat. And you'll also find lots of leg room for the rear passengers, as well as the Weathertech all-weather mat that extends all the way across. If we hop in, you'll find a couple of handy storage pockets in the back of the driver and the passenger side seat, as well as a couple of climate vents in the back of the center console to keep the rear passengers comfortable. To keep the devices charged up, you've also got an AC outlet there, which is really handy. If we take a look towards the center of the seat here, you've got the nice fold-down center armrest that includes a couple of extra cup holders for your rear passengers. And of course, these rear seats do fold down on a 60-40 split if you have some additional cargo to store. You've got a button on the side of the headrest here to fold it down, and then you've got the latch underneath to fold the seat down. We'll go ahead and take a look back in the cargo area, but before we do, we'll take a quick glance at the rear door panel here, and you'll find the switch for the rear windows, as well as some extra storage underneath there. So let's go ahead and pop the hatch. You've got the button underneath here, and inside you're greeted with a very generous carpeted cargo area here, as well as the standard carpet mats if you're looking to switch those out. Back here you've also got a nice 12-volt outlet, as well as an interior light, and of course if you take a look underneath, you'll find your spare tire, as well as the tools to change it in case you ever get a flat. That concludes this short video walk around, but this vehicle is absolutely loaded with features, and there's lots that I didn't get a chance to show you. So make sure you stop by Kelowna Toyota, located at 1200 Lee Head Road, or visit us online at KelownaToyota.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you soon.